Hey everybody, this week's Whiteboard Wednesday is all about how you maintain consistency over the course of a weekend. Generally speaking, the weekend from Friday, Saturday, Sunday is about 42% of your week. So if you're not consistent for 42% of your week, but you are for the other 58, chances are any results or progress that you're going to see are going to be either non-existent or very, very slow to manifest themselves, which can result in you not sticking with a plan or a program long term because you feel like you're just not getting the results you want and you feel like you need to be doing more. The top 4 tips I give to anybody that wants to maintain consistency at the weekend are on the board up here. Now I say weekend, but obviously understand that some people work weekends, other people work shifts, and might be 4 on, 2 off, 4 on, 3 off, whatever way it works. So you can take these as consistency tips for your days off as well, whenever they occur or whenever your weekend is, okay? The first one is to maintain your sleep routine. One of the main reasons people tend to feel so groggy on a Monday morning is that they stay up really late on a Friday, get up later on a Saturday, stay up really late on Saturday, or they drink a lot of alcohol and they stay up really late and their sleep is disrupted. Then on Sunday you can't go to sleep early because you've gotten up late on Sunday morning and you get 4 or 5 hours sleep and you wake up on Monday feeling like you've been hit by a bus. Okay, so the first thing is to maintain your sleep routine. So try to wake up at the same time. I just draw a clock. Try to wake up, let's say 8 a.m. Try to wake up no later than 8 a.m. But also maintain, if you can, a fairly regular bedtime. So if bedtime is 10 o'clock most nights, that's supposed to be 10 o'clock. Go to bed at 10 o'clock on a Saturday or a Sunday night, or at least don't stay up past the point where you feel like I'm shattered. If you find yourself really, really tired at 10 o'clock, I can't tell you how important it is from personal experience to go to bed at 10 o'clock. Don't wait up. If you're waiting to watch something on TV, record it and get up the next morning at 8 a.m. and watch it on TV the next morning. Like for Match of the Day on a Saturday night, it's only on like 10:30, 11. I'll record it, or I'll get up the next morning and it's on BBC like 7:30 on Sunday morning. So I'll be up at 7:30 on Sunday morning and I'll do it then anyway. Or do it then, I'll watch it then. And sometimes I enjoy it more because I'm not as tired and I'm not kind of trying to keep my eyes open, or I'm getting distracted, or my eyes are falling asleep and then I'm going up to bed at 3 in the morning. Next thing is regular meal times. Again, very similar to your sleep routine. If you constantly have breakfast during the week at 8 a.m, you have lunch at 1 p.m, you have dinner at 5 p.m, try to maintain some level of consistency around those meal times. Even if it's 1, even if it's 2, maybe it's all 3, so that your body functions better with routine and with structure. So if you normally have breakfast at 8 a.m, but you wake up at the weekends at 11, then you're kind of knocking your system out of kilter. And the best way I could describe it is, I remember being in school and if I forgot my little lunch by actual lunchtime, right, maybe 2 hours later, I was absolutely famished because my body was so used to eating at regular intervals. If you skip one of those intervals, you're going to find yourself kind of struggling, or you're going to find yourself eating a lot of crap to make up that savage hunger that you have. The next one is to remain active. So the important thing about the weekend is it's not a time, I suppose, to rest, right? Obviously for some people it will be, but it'll be in different ways. So if you're hitting, let's just say during the week, you get 12k steps every single day, and you eat 2,000 calories, right? Now again, this is just a guideline, right? And at the weekends, you hit, let's say, only 6k steps, but you have somewhere between 3 and 4k calories, right? I just put down C for calories so I'm not confusing people, so I'll do it. So steps and calories, right? Just be aware that obviously this is going to set you back a little bit if you're not wary of what you're actually doing. So if you're hitting 12k steps during the week, try to maintain that at the weekends. Now, technically speaking, because you have more free time, it should be easier to maintain that level of activity at the weekends because you can go off for an hour or two's worth of a walk to get that done, or you can go paddle boarding, or you can go surfing, or you can play with the kids, hurling, soccer, whatever it might be, whatever your thing is, just to maintain your activity levels, okay? The next thing then is, this is the big one. This is something that a lot of people don't do, and I'll be honest, sometimes I struggle with this myself, especially with the kids and stuff, and finding time to get it all done, is to do your grocery shopping and organise for your week ahead. Now, your grocery shop, it's important that you do it not on a whim and just buy a load of food and hope that the ideas will come to you. Like for me, I have 3 maybe breakfasts that I will tend to have on a weekly basis. So it's either going to be overnight oats with some fruit, it's going to be yogurt again with like fruit and granola, or it's going to be eggs, bacon, rasher sausages, and now fry something like that with sourdough bread, right? So I make sure that I have all that in my shop, or I have it all in my fridge, or my pantry, or press, or whatever you want to call it, ready to rock and roll for the week ahead. And it's the same with lunches, right? Soups, breads, meats, dinners, spuds, rice, stir-fried veggies, those kind of things, making sure that you have them all and that you're organised and ready for the week ahead, so that come Wednesday, you're not opening the fridge going, oh, there's nothing there, right? Maybe you just didn't shop in a structured enough way so that you know exactly what you're going to have. By marker top, right? So just be aware of that. Next thing is organised for the week ahead, and that's not just in terms of food, that's everything. I'm talking about cleaning your house, so you're not worried about trying to scrub the bathroom on a Tuesday night after work when the kids are running riot and you're up to your eyeballs with stress. Make sure all your clothes are away, not only for your week of work, but for your week of training. Okay, I saw recently, I can't remember where I saw it, someone put it up on their Instagram or Twitter or something like that, whereby they have their gym bag and they put all of their gym clothes in that for the week. Their pre-workouts, their proteins, whatever it is, all in that, ready to rock and roll. So all they need to do is go into the gym, take out their clothes, put it on, and then when they go home, throw that in the wash, and the bag still has the clothes for the following day in it, ready to rock and roll. So being organised is so important. Making sure your house is clean and tidy is great as well. Make sure all your dishes are done, clean your oven, do whatever you have to do, just so you don't have to do it during a day where you're expected to do 8 to 10 hours worth of work, and then cook and clean and everything as well on top of that. Obviously, you have day-to-day jobs like throwing on a wash or putting stuff on the clothes washer around the line, doing the dishes or your delf and all that kind of stuff for your meals, absolutely fine. But doing all of those 4 things on your days off really does, it keeps you progressing forward, rather than the way I look at it is, if you have, I'm starting to come in here. If you have, let's say, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then Friday, Saturday, and Sunday are your off days. God damn markers. Show me. Right, and they're bad days. Right? You're taking 4 steps forward and 3 steps back. Now imagine the progress you could make if you were checking off these days 7, even 6 days a week. Let's leave 1 day a week where you maybe don't hit your activity targets, or you're maybe a little bit less organised. But you'll be much further ahead of the person that's taken 4 steps forward and 3 steps back than the person that's taken 5 steps forward and maybe only 1 step back. So please work hard at the weekend to make your week much easier, so that your progress can happen a little bit faster. It builds belief in your own ability to get results, so you maintain your program long enough to finally hit your goals and your targets. I hope that helps. If it did, please don't be afraid to tell people about it, put it on your own page, screenshot the whiteboard or something like that if you can't share it from the group. And if you have any questions, again, don't be afraid to ask me in the comments underneath the video.